Hey, welcome back to Second Run Gaming. I'm Austin, and we are here yet again with Massive Chalice. We've got a sad decision to make, but we knew it was coming. We had 3 territories that all had 2 marks of the cadence. 2 of them are in the balance, but 1 of them has a keep on it. So we're going to defend that region. Our north region, I forget the name of it. It's not the salt stacks, because that's what we're defending now. It's going to be gone. Sad day. We have a couple heroes to bring into the Vanguard, but I am going to look at Victor real quick just to see where his relic is at. Losing streak is all the way up to level 4. Hey, progress. Meanwhile, the idol is level 6. Blood tier is also level 6. And I think our other 2 relics are level 7s. So we've got Claire coming in with the last friend, which is a level 7 relic. And then I believe we've got, yes, Elenia coming in with the Hand of Fate, which is also level 7. So we've got a couple newbies in our Vanguard, but they're super leveled up as well. Everybody's starting out at level 4 at a minimum. Victor is actually our highest leveled person, even though he's got the lowest leveled relic. But let's get going, let's do it. These are kind of scarier battles when we're facing in a region that's got 2 marks of the cadence, because if we do, for whatever reason, wipe, then we lose the region. And with this one in particular,
all good?
That would mean we lose 2 regions and the Castilian bloodline.
Now hit them fast before they know what's happening.
So even though we kind of have been doing decent, I definitely don't have any illusions that can change on a dime. All of our areas are actually kind of weirdly blocked off this time around in this general map, except for this bridge right here. So it looks like we're kind of forced to go that way. Alright, I think before we started the battle, I definitely saw Twitchers and Cradles, I believe, as enemies that we're facing. Likely that the other enemy might be Ruptures or some sort of smaller, weaker enemy as well. I think Victor can actually see the cradle from back here, so I'm gonna have him, since he can see the Twitcher from over here, we're gonna have Victor try and take him out with maybe a critical. Nah, I was hoping. But at least the Twitcher is pretty light on health. You can have everybody else just go into stealth. And Elenia, since they can't really stealth, I'm just going to have them kind of chill behind this large egg. Okay, so there's a cradle over there. And our Twitcher is teleporting with us, and there's a cradle right there. Damn, good to know, okay. Well, that Twitcher really fucked up that egg, but thankfully not the person hiding behind it. So Elenia is fine, ready to go, and she's kind of far away from that cradle, so I think I'm gonna have her just come up and finish off this Twitcher. And then I'm gonna have our Zelicars start off the charge. Hopefully we can just critical this guy right here. Almost. These enemies are starting to pile up. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to play this one careful. But with Twitchers, that's kind of the tough thing, is because it's a little hard to play things carefully, because we know we're gonna have to deal with them. Now, Claire come up here, get the experience just because she's the newest one. And those seeds are popping up right there. I'm trying to figure exactly how to go about this. Victor can do a flask shot, but that's not really going to work. Could have Victor just take out one of these seeds. Could potentially try to move Victor over here to do a flask shot and hit these guys. But I'm inclined to just stay with what we've got here. So we're going to shoot for one of these seeds. We'll miss, of course. Great. Beautiful stuff. And since I don't know. We don't have too much to go off of, but we'll have Anomare at least take out that seed. The Twitchers are really going to be what the problem becomes. Awesome. Thankfully, both of those were just glancing blows. We'll just see who this Twitcher teleports with and what they do once they do that. I'm gonna hit this guy. That's gonna work really well because that's gonna stun that Twitcher. Eggs coming in handy so far. And this might work too. Yeah, that Twitcher just stunned himself as well. Again, having the rebound ability and this heavier armor is just saving our bacon. Okay, well that is less than ideal. But again, yeah, that's what we're starting to have to deal with. That's why Twitchers on their own, I don't feel too bad about. It sucks that we got stunned right there. But when they're running around just doing a bunch of teleportation stuff, that's when things start to get a little scritchy. Gonna have Elenia come up and just try and hack and slash this guy, get him out of the way. Thankfully, a glancing blow still counts as a hit, so that's something at the very least. And Anomare actually can't really move, but we're gonna have Anomare try for a knockback right here. That may push him into this other Twitcher and stun them both. And it did, which is awesome. And then Claire is really kind of on their own, unfortunately. But I'm going to have them do a similar strategy of just knocking this Twitcher into that rupture and stunning them both for next turn as well. Victor is in a scary situation just with the amount of units that are over there. So I don't know too much of what we can do other than kind of running back here to get a little bit of light cover and then trying to take this rupture out. Damn, Victor's really actually been off it as far as accuracy has been concerned, both this mission so far and the previous one. That hurts to see. I didn't think that cradle was gonna be close enough, and this is gonna hurt too. Okay, we're gonna have to start paying attention here, because again, like I said, if we lose this, the Castillans are dead. They're gone. And they can turn just like that. But if we manage to get out of this alive and save our units, then that sets us up really well for the next 50 years, because that means that all of our keeps are relatively safe as far as cadence marker is concerned. I'm gonna move Victor back here. There's not much we can really do at this point. I'm gonna see if he can see anything. He can't. I'm just gonna take this back a little bit, just to a little bit of a drawing board here, just because I'm gonna have to really sit and think. Definitely gonna move Elenia back, just if anything, so that the cradle can't shoot at them again. We may throw a flask, but I don't quite know yet. Stray Doc cannot get far enough up there. Anomare is actually still blocked by these guys too, but that's also because Stray Doc is standing there. I'm gonna have Stray Doc come over here, try and do a knockback into this guy. And that frees us up a little bit. I'm gonna have Anomare also, because we're trying to move forward at least a little bit. Hopefully get a hit here. Not really what I was looking for. And then Elenia, the risk here is just how light Elenia's on health, but Elenia's going to be light either way. So fingers crossed this works. Awesome. So there is one seed that's alive, and they could go to attack Elenia hopefully not doing 7 damage. We'll see. And you know, ruptures suck, but twitchers are worse, so I'm gonna have Claire go for this twitcher right here. Awesome. Okay. And yeah, Victor can't actually shoot for anything right now, so it's really a question of between healing and hiding. I am actually gonna have Victor hide. The upside to the rupture is that when they do get close enough, they blow themselves up, which is good for me because it's one less enemy at the very least. They only get to do that attack one time. Yeah, I knew that Twitcher was definitely going to teleport with somebody. It's definitely just trying to limit who it was they were teleporting with. Fortunately, that hit was good, so it stunned our guy. But Alenia might be close enough to run up there. They are, so that might be an option. But we'll see what we can do about this cradle up here, because that's a big worry as well. Gonna have Stray Doc try and critical it though. Oh my god. That was really good. We needed that. Victor would just be in range, which is very tempting and kind of necessary, so we're gonna do it. Nice. The downside is because it is gonna spawn those 3 seeds, and Victor is squishier. But I think he should be able to survive, especially because his placement I think is okay. I'm gonna have Claire come up here. We could do a 40 to 48 and it's 100%. We've got 100% on a knockback too, and I'm in favor of making sure that they're stunned just in case that 48 damage doesn't quite do enough. And just because our units are so close, I'm not going to have our knockback with Alenia. I'm just going to have her heal, kind of like I said was hopefully going to happen. We still have that cradle to worry about, and their range is very good. Awesome. Okay, got a couple options here. Stray Doc unfortunately cannot get all the way up to the cradle. We can start moving in that direction, which I think is kind of necessary potentially. But I'm going to think about that for a moment, since we really got to worry about this bridge of enemies at the same time. Alenia's in a really risky spot because of this cradle up here, but she's kind of got to start working. She's got a really good shot just to take this Twitcher right out here and now, and I'm going to go for that. Nice. Because we need to start getting rid of these enemies. Claire can definitely come up and hopefully dispatch this guy. Nice. And I'm gonna have Enomare just take this guy out. Or not. Yikes. We do have this flash shot, and I'm going to use it on those seeds. It's just we have to get Stray Doc out of there. I'm going to try something and have Stray Doc do a knockback on this rupture. See if that doesn't reach the cradle. Oh, man. That's not what I wanted at all. And we're out of range just enough to where we can't hit the cradle. I move Victor forward to here. Let me see. Just since 2 of those seeds are stunned, it's a better move to blind this cradle. Because this cradle is going to be the unit that kills one of our guys if we're not careful. Thankfully, again, it sucks in a lot of ways, but at least the rupture is gone. And we've taken out a lot of enemies in a short span of time. Hopefully we're getting near the end of it, because it looks like it's a smaller, more confined map. I'm primarily just hoping this is the last cradle. We'll see, though. Gonna have Stray Dot come up here. Oh no. That is the absolute opposite thing that I want to see. Not 1, but 2 waiting for us. Well, we're gonna have Victor come up here. It's important more now than ever that we just finish this guy off, because we're gonna have 2 more to deal with. And Claire's kind of in a tough position. Gonna have her do the knockback over here to stun these 2. Nice critical, awesome. And then just gonna have to look at what we've got going on here as far as units are concerned. Knockback is a good move. It's 100 if it's right here, but I'm right there. 93. I don't want our guys to die. So I'm gonna move just to be cautious, and Omer up here. Nice. And I'm gonna have Elenia just come back by 1 and throw that knockback flask from a slightly better degree of safety. Because it can move back, and if it hits her, she's dead. That way, she got to take out those 2 seeds, which are her main danger for her. Stray Doc, unfortunately, is just going to be bombarded with seeds and potential cradle attacks. That thankfully missed, because that would have been real bad. See if she can't make it through. Okay, Stray Doc is alive. Crazy enough. I got half a mind to just run her back here, just because of the sheer amount of enemies, but we're going to let everybody else take their turn first, just to make sure that that's kind of the right call. Have Anomer probably move next. Let's see if we can't just get this seed finished up. Nice. So that's something else that we've also really got to manage, is just the health of the rest of our units back here, and you know what they're facing. Even if it's just a small amount of enemies, definitely still adds up. Claire will try and get this guy out. Good. We've got 1 seed in here. I'm inclined to let that seed, you know, attack whoever. I am going to move Elenia back here just to be safe. And Victor, I'm probably going to try and get a flask shot off there. So I will have Stray Doc run back here for safety. We have a couple options. I could have Victor heal Stray Doc. Could have Victor shoot for this seed, or I could have Victor try and do a flask shot on these seeds. They usually stay together. I'm not too worried about the seeds. I'm definitely worried about the health of our units. So I actually am going to have Victor run up and heal Stray Dog. And I'm hoping that the cradles are just out of range enough. And that was a great move because that seed just stunned himself. And our other seeds hopefully are just going to crowd around. But ideally I want to take all these seeds out before moving any further north, since those cradles are up there. And it doesn't seem like they're aggroed yet since we've moved back. But, you know, that could change at any moment. So Elenia's not close enough to do anything with their flasks, but she can at least take out that seed.
I get way too excited about this.
And then Victor could try for a flask shot with these guys, and I think I actually will do that. So Victor's going to move back by one. Unfortunately, that actually puts this guy in range, so we might change our plan a little bit. And we're gonna shoot for this cradle. Nice, critical as well. The sooner we can get rid of those guys, the better. It's tempting to do a blinding shot, but if we have the ability to just hit them outright, I'm gonna try for that. With Stray Doc, we're just gonna do standard attack, because why not? I'm gonna move him over here. Oh, fuck. Well, now we know that other cradle is. I don't really want to know, but we know. Now, Claire move up here. The danger we're running into right now is we've got our units really close to each other, so it's possible that they could get hit in a kind of combo sort of situation with these cradles. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen. We're just kind of in a little bit of a bind right now, so I don't see a way around that. I'm going to have an Omer come up and actually heal Victor. Just because he's the squishiest. If a cradle does hit Victor, that's going to do a lot of damage. Two more seeds. We can handle it. I don't want to, but we can. The battles are definitely getting a lot harder. They're taking a lot longer. I feel like I'm spending most of an episode fighting now, and then progressing, you know, a decade or so. So even though it feels like we're close to the end, we might still be a small handful of episodes away that are just very combat heavy. Kind of depends. Well, just the sheer number of enemies that we're fighting, even right now, is pretty astronomical. It's pretty crazy. Have Elenia just kind of hold up the back, because again, if she in particular gets targeted by a cradle, she's gone. And we just got her in here, so I'd rather not have that happen. Still can't really move forward with anybody. And Omer will try for this seed.
Yes.
Nice.
Calm down, you're going to tip us over.
See if Stray Doc can't. You know, it's tempting to do a knockback, and there's 3 of them there, so I think we'll have Stray Doc try. In that case, Claire can't really do anything anywhere else, so she'll just try and finish this seed off. And then it kind of just comes down to Victor hitting this cradle again. Fingers crossed. Nice. So it's just one cradle left, hopefully. One cradle that we know of. And a butt ton of seeds. More coming. But again, thankfully, especially with our Cabers kind of holding the line, as long as they're alive and they have that rebound ability, it's definitely taken the brunt of the damage that we could be seeing right now. And ideally, we should take out this cradle this turn if possible. It's gonna kind of come up to Victor a little bit. We might try and blind the cradle. That could give us a little bit of time. And just because of Elenia's health, it's tough. She could throw a knockback, but again, it's a risk. But it's a risk we might want to take. I don't know. We could also try and Hail Mary it. Have Elenia run up here. And throw one of her flasks, but throw it at our cradle. Hey, that worked. I don't think it stunned him, but it hurt him a lot. I'm gonna have Stray Doc actually run back here, just because they're lighter on health. She also doesn't have the knockback ability right now cooled down. Then we'll have Anomer come up, maybe? Whoever's got better chances. We'll have Claire actually do it and try and knock these 3 back. Nice. Then we'll have Anomer come up and do the same thing, but from this side. That way it's all but 1 seed that is, well, 2 seeds that are stunned. I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.